Hello and welcome to DNA Sportscast. It's always a slow start.
It's a very slow start.
Well, I'll talk for myself anyway. Aiden, you're pretty on the ball, mate. You're pretty on the ball.
I'm just always moving in slow motion, I think.
Nah, I think you slowly but surely though with you.
Yeah.
I think you always
Get there.
do pretty well, yeah, regardless of how quickly you get there. With me, it's just like, okay, maybe I should figure out a way to get there, but, you know.
Still got a bit of coffee left there.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to have to down the rest of it before, you know, we can really get into it. Just give me 1 second. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, bro. Anyway, let's get started, I reckon.
Yeah.
Enough of the rambling again.
Well, it's been a big game week, I think.
Oh, for sure.
Ish.
Oh, yeah. Towards the start of it, you know, I think was you could see it, all those results happening. But
we have some predictions here.
Yeah, all right, let's go through that. We have our
scores to go through. So,
let's go through that. Stick with the format.
Daniel got 5 out of 10 correct.
Don't put it like that. That sounds horrendous.
But I also got 5 out of 10.
Okay, you know what?
Except I got 1 score prediction spot on.
I did it.
You didn't.
What?
Unlucky.
I'm surprised there, actually.
So that puts us...
All my multis went to shit as well, so I'm not surprised at all. Anyway, so, go for it.
Yeah, I got... So it's total scores, sorry. You're on 5, because you're 5, right?
Yeah.
I'm on 7.
Yeah, that's right.
You get the 3 points. 3 points for a correct score
and the result.
So if you get the result, you get 1. If you get the correct score, you get an extra 2.
Yeah, so it's 3. Yeah, okay. All right. So
and
the
correct score I got was Forest Villa 1-1.
Yeah.
Your prediction was 1-0 Villa.
Shit, man! Come on, bro. Give me something out of that. Give me something for that. Yeah, anyway, so I think, that was always going to be a closely contested
I will say,
game.
Though, Arsenal-Liverpool, you predicted a 3-2 win to Liverpool.
Fucking bullshit, man. Seriously, like, I'll get into that as to why that happened. Now,
I mean,
it should have been the other way around. It should have been the other way around. When Liverpool looked good, bro, they looked unstoppable as they usually do, but it's a defensive woes again. Look, we'll get into that though.
Well, the crazy thing is, so you didn't get anything for that.
Yeah, of course I would have.
But
I got a correct score though.
The wrong way around.
But hang on a second, I got correct score. I said 3-2. Now, but I did do it in favour of Liverpool. Okay, whatever.
See, the crazy thing is, I got a point because I predicted Arsenal to win, but I said 1-0.
Ah, yeah, true. Okay, so, yeah, true. Well. Yeah, I'm surprised you went with 1-0. That was always going to be.
I don't know. I remember thinking, I'm like, there's going to be a lot of goals here, and then I ended up saying 1-0.
That's the beauty of the game, though. You never know what teams will rock up or what the results ever going to be.
I think you got close on a few, though. You got United beat Everton 2-1. You said 3-1.
Not bad. There you go.
I said 4-3 Everton.
It should have been 3-1. It should have been 3-1, man. But anyway, what'd you say?
I said 4-3 Everton.
Did you?
No, that's because I thought Maguire was going to start, but he didn't.
And I thought that too. I'm surprised Lindelof
didn't.
Well, I think that goes to show where Ten Hag holds Maguire in the squad now. I'm glad. I'm happy. When I saw Lindelof starting, I'm like, okay, this is nice now because I don't have to stress out as much. At least Lindelof can have a good stretch of form. Maguire, when he has a good stretch of form, he still turns around like a semi-trailer. So, you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy, to say the least.
Yeah. What else? We got Chelsea Wolves. We got close. You said 2-0. It was 3-0. I said 4-1, which is correct margin, but not quite. City Southampton was off. You said 9-0.
Hey,
5-0. He's getting there.
For a little bit there, yeah. I definitely did see it. It looked like it was getting down that way, but Southampton, I don't know. I think the best form of defense is offense, and I think that's what Southampton. That's why when it rains, it pours for them because if they don't attack, they are screwed,
It was...
mate.
4-0 it ended up being.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said 4-1.
That was... Fuck, that's very close.
No, I said 5-1, sorry.
It's very close. Very close.
Too much faith in Southampton.
I think too much faith in Haaland, mate.
Yeah.
I think. Wait, you got the goals right. Yeah.
I got... No. I said 5-1. It was 4-0.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Margin.
See what I mean?
keep getting these margins.
Slow start, ladies and gentlemen. Slow start.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still... Oh, wait, I was going to say it's still morning here, but it's afternoon. Well and truly into it now.
Just after 1 o'clock.
Don't say the time now. They're going to think I'm a zombie.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about slow starting coffees and it's 1 o'clock.
I'm dragging my head through this
So we had
podcast.
important meetings before this.
Yeah, exactly right. We've got execs, left, right, and center contacting us, and we're just
Business.
like, guys, like we've got to just, we've got a show to focus on.
Get to the show,
we overcooked ourselves there. Anyway, let's start randomly. So
move on. So Arsenal Liverpool was the biggest game.
Yes.
Biggest game of the game week.
Let's chat about that. I think let's address the elephant in the room again. I'm gonna try to be a bit more forgiving. I think Trent. Sorry, I can't. I'm trying. I'm really trying, but I think Trent needs a nice kick up the fucking backside.
The fact anyone
after
thinks
that game, anyway.
The fact anyone thinks he should be starting for England over Reece James, Kyle Walker, even Trippier.
No.
He's not. I think he goes to the World Cup, but he doesn't start.
He's not going to. Well, he's not going to be playing the position he's used to anyway. No. So regardless of whether he's a defender, if he's in the right back position, or because Southgate will ask something completely different of him compared to Klopp. Like Klopp gives him license to do whatever the fuck he wants, obviously.
Yeah.
Whereas Southgate will. I don't know his outlook, because at the end of the day, I think with international coaches, I think they just try to put a group together that plays well together. I don't think there's much demand out of how they want to play. It's more about who they play with, and I don't think Trent, in terms of what he has to offer on that pitch, has anything to do with England. I don't think that he can't be shifted into midfield. I don't know. I just don't think England will be, will want to risk that, because that's a risk now, because they haven't really trialled that. So if there was a time in which Trent was to go in the midfield, it would be very soon, or it would have been in the games leading up to the World Cup, and it just hasn't happened. So Trent is definitely not going to play at that capacity at the World Cup.
There's no way.
So
it has to be Reece James.
It's going to be interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's Kyle Walker. I think Reece James should start, but I wouldn't be surprised if he plays Kyle Walker.
I think Kyle Walker. I think he likes Trippier, Kyle Walker. Man. I think they're both. I think they are. He's the most solid people that he could opt with for sure. But
I think that's the way Southgate likes to play.
Yeah, and Trent, I don't think. Yeah, as we were saying, Trent doesn't fit into that. No. I think he's a outstanding attacking player. Yeah. I think he's an outstanding pass.
Could he be used if they went with a back five? And he's a wing back,
obviously, but they're not going to concede. They're not going to concede to countries like that, though. In the World Cup, they're not going to play defensively. Otherwise, you're looking for trouble. I don't think you can do that in the World Cup. Yeah. Unless you're a smaller nation, sure. But if you're England, no, you need to be attacking. You need to be scoring goals, or else, they can be. It can be quite an attacking formation once the wing backs move forward, but you leave yourself too vulnerable if Maguire starts, which is a very real possibility. Under Southgate it is. Yeah. No, you're not playing five at the back. You can't. You can't afford that, because what if a centre back wants to. This is the problem with Maguire. You can't have a ball playing centre back, right, in your starting 11 if you have Maguire in there, because Maguire's not covering him, and he's just a passer. He's not anything else. He's a great forward passer, Maguire, but that's all he's got going for him at the moment. And especially if you're trying to have a more attacking side, you cannot play Maguire. And if they are going to play Maguire, then I don't see how Trent can be in that team as well. I just don't see it.
Yeah, no. I think if they do a back five, they could get away with it, but I don't think it's their best option.
Isn't this crazy how we're going into, you know, how England will play and like all these little ways they can tweak things up just because of Trent. Because it's like we all know what Trent's capable of. We know he can, if he's applied himself this far and he's so young still and he's done this well, 100% he's still got time to you know, make amends for his defensive woes. But if he doesn't, then he's, I don't know. I think everyone's going to reimagine their picture of him, because I think he's just had a lot of coverage at Liverpool, and he was the key reason as to why they copped their goals. He's the reason. Like the first two goals where, the first goal where he pulled up, he played as a centre back, or he just wasn't. He was in two minds. The first goal, he was in two minds to go to Martinelli to not, and he just left him, and it was just like, oh my god, like okay, one. You know, do me once. Shame on me or whatever. Shame on him, whoever. Like maybe it's just the squad. I don't know. But then you do it 2 times in a game. You do it twice. You just get sucked in way too easily into to players, into strong players like Jesus. Like where Trent should have been marking Martinelli. He instead gets sucked in by Jesus, leaves Martinelli free. I don't know why he got sucked in, by the way. Like,
I don't know.
If you're playing as you got Hendo covering him, and then
who did he leave? He left someone in a 3-on-1 behind him.
There was Saka, there was Odegaard, Saka on the back post.
Yeah, and there was another Arsenal player there as well, and one Liverpool defender.
It was just their
whole defense. Even everyone was saying their midfield struggling. The midfield they need signings. Like Thiago's injured. Thiago's come back and nothing's changed. Yeah,
it's going to be like that. Arthur hasn't not up to standards of Liverpool. That's what Klopp reckons. I don't know. That's what came out a couple of weeks ago. But
about anything.
He does, doesn't he? He
should probably too dry. Oh, it was raining today.
Yeah, because it's the same group, and they're probably running the same plays, the same. They probably train the same way. They probably haven't changed too much. But their formation, they've changed. They've tweaked a bit. In Champions League this week too. Well, they went with the 4-4-2, I think.
Yeah.
They went with the 4-4-2 Liverpool against Rangers, and anyway, they absolutely slapped them up.
Yeah.
So I think that's where they've got to Liverpool have got to tweak things up a bit, where, you know, they've got to understand their weaknesses now and be like, okay, we know if we're going to persist with Trent, then we have to work around him and we have to make it work. Otherwise, you know, we're going to keep slipping. So
yeah. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Who's better free kick taker, Trent or Trippier?
Oh, I can't. I think in terms of on goal, Trent for sure. He's a great free kick specialist. Trippier, I think he's probably better in terms of his placement of crosses.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think if it's like 18 yards out or 19, 20 yards out, I'm going with Trent. If it's about 30, I'm going Trippier for sure.
Fair play.
Yeah, I reckon. I don't know.
How about Nunes? 2 goals in 2 games, last 2 games.
Yeah, but like you've said, they all just look like accidental goals. They all look fucking accidental. They don't look right.
I forgot what the Arsenal goal was. I know he scored. Was it? I know the one in the Champions League was okay.
The Arsenal one was Saliba mistake. So I was going to mention this about these games. It's like, it's where you've got to. I don't want to give Trent the benefit of the doubt because he's been doing this consistently, but Saliba definitely messed up. The ball came over the top, and he just flung a leg in the air and to try and get the clearance, and he missed it, and so the ball kept dribbling forward. This ball came from just out. I think just before the halfway point and then went over the top. And then you had Diaz and Nunez running to catch the end of that ball. Diaz picked it up. Nunez went inside. And then what happened. So I think I think you got to give Nunez credit for being there, I guess. But it's like you're just running forward, and it's a mistake from Saliba, Arsenal, and it just converted into a goal.
Yeah, and is Mohamed Salah back?
After this morning's event,
after this morning's hat trick.
Yeah, against Rangers. Yeah, I think since we're on the topic of Liverpool, I don't know yet. I don't know. It's against Rangers at the end of the day. I don't know. I think his finishing touch was definitely evident. But we'll see. Well, I think he goes through these quiet periods though, Salah. And remember, do you know what I don't understand? It's like when Kane every season for about 4 or 5 seasons wouldn't show up until about now. He wouldn't show up until about now. Yeah. And no one blinked an eye. But when it comes to Salah, everyone goes crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everyone's like, well, why hasn't he scored yet? What's he doing? And I get it. It's because we're used to him just coming out, obliterating teams from the onset. But he's just taking a bit of time now. Well, but what do you think? It's like, who's your starting front three for Liverpool? Yeah. Does it depend on who you play? What is it? Like, obviously it does. I think if you're looking to pass through a defence, obviously playing with Bobby, starting with Bobby. Well, but if you're looking to counter them and run through teams, you're putting Jota in. I don't even start Nunez, to be honest.
I think it's Bobby, Jota, and Salah.
Bobby, Jota, Salah. Okay. Yeah.
Bobby in the middle.
Yeah,
and
obviously.
Jota and Salah on the wings. I think that's the best current option. Yeah. Unless he's going to stick with this 4-4-2.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
It was a 4-4-2. You had Nunez and Bobby up front. And then I think...
Well, we'll see if they can carry that form into this week's game. At home to Manchester City.
Anfield and Manchester City. Yeah. Look.
Can Salah carry that confidence in there?
Of course he can. 100%. I think that's why he came out and did what he did against Rangers. Like, I need to like get my mojo back, and this is the team to do it against. If you can't do it against this team, like, just pack your bags. Yeah, pack your bags, mate. Champions League,
Also, sorry, is it Jota or Diaz on the wing?
That's what I thought. I thought
about Diaz. Well, Diaz is injured at the moment.
Is he?
As is. Trent is injured as well, and Matip.
Oh no, Matip. Yeah,
who plays? Hold on.
What?
Oh no, that's fine. I was about to say who. I thought Gomez was injured for a second. I was like, who's playing right back? But
he may as well be injured. That bloke. He may as well be injured though. It's fucking terrible. Shit. Anyway,
let's move on from these.
So are we done? Are we done with last week's fixtures? So yes. Yeah, I think we got most of them out of the way anyway in terms of the important ones. Well, we didn't really United was standard win against Everton. I think we played a lot. I think we played a lot better in terms of what Ten Hag wants to produce. I think we passed a lot better. I think we played it out a lot smoother. I don't think it's like when you first start at training, pre-season, you get given these new plays, and of course you're going to be nervous, and that's what you saw at the start of this season. You saw nerves. You're like, I haven't done this before. It's exposure therapy. You know what I mean? It's like having the ball so deep in your own half, and having pressure on you from a world-class forward. Yeah, it's gonna make anyone blip up like De Gea did, like Martinez did at the start. Now it's like you're okay. As a United supporter, you feel okay about the ball being back there now. It's like, yeah, we play it out, and then from the defensive third through to the middle third, we are so quick to get through, because once we're out of that defensive third, we gain some pace, and then we sort of slow up a bit, and we figure out that pass is going to go in behind or through the defense. And that's what happened with Ronaldo. Ran through and scored his 700th career goal, which is phenomenal for a modern footballer. Where records are kept. Anyway, I'm not a dig at Pele at all, sort of. But 700.
Pele's still going, mate.
Yeah, he's still man. He's probably still counting his local league goals.
He's counting his backyard goals.
Anyway, so that game week was pretty. Yeah. There was the biggest upset was Arsenal beating Liverpool, but I'm not even going to say upset. I think there was a blip against us, Arsenal United, when they're like, okay, we got a bit humbled, but now, they did decent against Liverpool. They did very decent. Anyway, next game week. What's up?
I don't think Arsenal win the league, but they're looking good, and I'll be surprised if they don't get second. Arsenal,
bro, what about Arsenal in the time against when 15-16 with Leicester? 15-16 with Leicester, and they were up there for however long, and they were on top for a little bit.
Everyone thought
Christmas.
Everyone thought, they'll drop down soon. Blah blah blah.
But no, then Tottenham ended up overtaking them.
Did they?
Yeah, I believe Tottenham finished second that season. Arsenal finished third. And
they did.
So it's like, Arsenal. I don't want to compare to what happened like 6-7 years ago, but Arsenal, they definitely get the jitters sometimes. But this is about how they want to react to it, like they did after us.
Well, put it this way: they're 1 point above City, but they have a 9 goal difference less.
Of course, So they've got City 9 ahead of them on goal difference. Yeah, I get you.
And given the bad start, Chelsea and United 4th and 5th, hanging in there.
By a thread, mate. We're on the ropes. But nah, not anymore.
Not anymore. Liverpool's down in 10th. That's the rough one at the moment.
And it's crazy because you have the supporters talking like they're still in the top 3. It's like, relax.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're being humbled at the moment. And you've just got to just take a step back and not talk too much shit and just, don't be so expectant and stop saying that City is going to run away with the league, because that's not happening at all. You guys are just not a part of the race. I don't want to hear it anymore. You're just not. I'm sorry. You're done. Like, I'm calling it here and now. Liverpool aren't title contenders anymore. They're just not. I'm sorry. No, they'll make top 4, but they're just not. I believe they'll make top 4, but they're not title contenders. They're just on the outskirts now for far too long. Unless City and Arsenal, Arsenal can drop off a lot, but
they can.
They could.
I just don't see City.
A couple injuries. They might. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Well, wait. What was it? Haaland got rested in the Champions League, and was it a 1-1 draw?
0-0. No score at all. Yeah.
Wow. So the way they've learnt to play, they're relying on him a bit too much now, maybe. But I think he's not even going to go to the World Cup, so he's going to be fine. He'll play every game.
No, yeah, I think that's why they're confident with playing him so much too. They're like, he's going to have his rest anyway. So,
and I think they're already through their group pretty much, or maybe not mathematically, but pretty much.
Yeah, no, they will be. Yeah. Surely they are. Yeah. I'm sure they are.
Someone who's struggling though.
Yeah.
This team right here.
Barcelona, man. They're
unlucky.
Barcelona.
I think if Inter win their next game.
Yeah.
Or if Inter win one of the next 2 games, one being Bayern, one being I want to say Victoria Platz, something like that. I don't know.
Wild card. Yeah.
Then Victoria Pleasant. Okay.
Don't even try to pronounce it. It's okay.
Sorry, guys.
It's alright.
Then, Barcelona go Europa League.
Look, compared to the standards in which they've set upon themselves last decade or so, any other manager, Javi's getting sacked.
Yeah.
Any other manager. Last season, you're in Europa 2. this season, you're going to be in Europa again. Like, it will happen because I just don't see Inter or...
They were lucky to get the draw against
dropping
Inter
points.
even.
Well, oh my God, bro.
Yeah. Last minute.
Stegen, man.
Yeah. Stegen with that save right at the end.
What the
95th minute or something like that.
That's
ridiculous.
one of the most clutch saves I've seen for a while. There was, think about it. You've got two Inter players right in front of you. You've got one big ass goal behind you. Like, how on earth did he anticipate that he was going to come like to the right of him? It's just beyond me. That Inter player could have passed it, placed it anywhere, and Stegen guessed the right way, the right thing he was going to do.
Great save.
You know,
Unreal.
you can't. That's why they get the big
marks.
bucks.
He's kept them in, but they're not.
No. Well, he's given him every chance he could. You know,
but yeah, he's done all he can. But
yeah, for sure.
Also, I wanted to say, Chelsea Milan, red card or no red card? Well, actually, no. Let's not say red card, no red card. Let's say foul or no foul.
I don't know, man. It was a grey area.
It was.
What do you reckon?
It was soft. It
What do you
was
reckon?
very soft. I think. Well, as a Chelsea fan, I'll take it, but we're always going to say that. I think it's foul, but I don't know. Tomorrow had his hands on his shoulders like this. But he wasn't grabbing the shirt, you know. But I think you have to.
Depends on the level of physicality the referee wants in the game.
Yeah.
I think
as long
definitely
as
changes from ref to ref.
Consistent. Yeah, I think
it's not consistent.
It's a 50. It's not consistent, but it's some refs will give it, some refs won't. So it's a 50-50. Might get given, might not. But what people will complain about is saying it's not a red card. It's not a red card. But the fact is, if it's a foul at all, because it's the last man, it's a red card. That's what it has to be.
If it stops a clear goal scoring opportunity, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so it is a red.
That's what
it has to be.
That's what I had my brother messaging me saying that's not a red card. That's not a red card. But that's the rule.
And
there was a similar one in the City game. Sergio Gomez.
Yeah,
he got sent off as well for a similar, definitely more of a foul, but for a similar incident. But the thing I was saying is with Tomori, that foul anywhere else on the field is probably not even a card.
Yeah,
it's unlucky, but that's just the rules.
That's it. It's just a foul in the build up to a goal. Like, not even the build up. Like, it's a clear goal scoring opportunity. And if you're fouling someone, that's the law. I don't think it's obviously some people be like, we're like obviously going to question whether they're going to score or not. But yeah, 1-on-1 opportunity, no, you can't do that. No, sorry.
Also, Mason Mount starting to turn it up again. He the Wolves game, he got three goals. He didn't score. Sorry, he got 2 assists out of 3 goals.
That's fucking unbelievable.
Believe man of the match. But then in the Champions League against AC Milan, he won the penalty for Jorginho to score, and then he assisted as well. And then at halftime, he got subbed off. I think in the game they said a knock, but
I was going to say why.
I think they're resting him because even with playing 45 minutes, he still got man of the match. So he's turned his form back up. I think they're resting him because, as we're going to talk about in a bit, there's another 3 Premier League games in 1 week this week.
Huge. Yeah, we better get into that.
9 games in October.
We better get into that, man. Well, they're going to make it up for the World Cup, you know, with what's going on there. Like,
but yeah, I hope
we're not far away, are we?
I hope Mason can carry this form through up until the World Cup, because people are doubting if he's going to start for England or not. I don't even on current form, he probably doesn't get into it, but I think Southgate loves him.
Let's see what happens. See what happens. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to opt with, because I think he's under a lot of pressure, Southgate. The moment he's under a lot, because a lot of his decisions are backfiring. He doesn't give any. He always just gives the regulars chances. So it's like I think England on the international stage is the Liverpool of it. If I'm honest, they just opt with the same lineup. Switch whenever they need to. But try to stick to the same group of lads. So like I was saying before, they want to just get a team together that can communicate well and play well together, because they don't get much time in between club football and country football. There just isn't a lot of time for the country, the national level, to really mix together. Once you do, you sort of head back to your respective club and then have to continue on there, sort of forget about that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we'll see what happens there with Mason Mount. Hopefully he does start. Yeah.
I don't think he's in the strongest 11, but I think he's knocking on the door.
I think he has to be.
Where does he start?
I can easily play in the
middle does
three.
He get? Yeah, he could play. That's where I think he should play. If
like,
he plays
he's not going to be a winger.
Say he plays with Rice and Bellingham in the middle.
Awesome. That's an awesome midfield three, because
then,
both Bellingham and Rice can defend very well.
Yeah.
They're both they're box-to-box players, and Mount is that advancing creative player. Like that. That is actually probably the three I'd go with going into that for sure. I think that's it.
Yeah, if that's the formation he's going to go, if he's going to go with like a 4-3-3, then I think that Mount has to be there. If it's a 5-back, then I don't think he gets in, because it has to be.
It's not going to be a 5-back.
If it's a 5-back with two midfielders, then it's going to be Rice and Bellingham.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be a 5. No chance.
I think if it's a 4-3-3, then Mount has to be in there.
I think you're right. I think
because the front three
4-3-3, I think that's an amazing. I think that has to be the strongest midfield.
Yeah, and then the front three is definitely Kane, Sterling, Foden.
You forgot about someone, brother. You forgot about a good old Jadon Sancho, huh?
Well, last international break, he didn't even make the squad.
That's so annoying, man. It's like that's what I mean about Southgate. You just don't know who's gonna make the team. He's gonna be there. I think you're right. He's gonna opt with Foden for sure.
Yeah.
It's just like being Australian. You know, you forget about, like, you're not in the loop as much as you'd like to be when it comes to the England squad. And Foden, though, like, he's made some mistakes, and you think that would, tarnish his opportunity, but it just hasn't. Does it? I mean, anyway, so
speaking of kids, what the hell is going on with Kylian Mbappe?
What do you mean? He's a child, yeah.
He's a child.
He's an absolute
and
brat.
He's asked to leave in January.
He's a brat, bro. He just signed his long-term deal, and he
wants to go.
Yeah, I don't get it. What else does he want to be? What else does he want to be given?
He won't be happy unless he gets everything his way.
Yeah,
He's basically saying he couldn't force Neymar out, so now he's going to go.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad, isn't it? It's like you got given.
Who takes him?
Mbappe.
Yeah, it has to be Real Madrid, doesn't it?
Nah. Yeah, of course it is. 100% it is, because that's who he was linked with so heavily. It was either there or PSG.
They're the only ones that can afford him, and I can see him actually being that. That can handle that ego. I don't know who'd want him.
I don't know
if I'd want him at my club the way he acts.
I don't think I'd want him.
He's very good.
You want him.
He's very good.
But it's like, I'd be afraid for what he could do to the locker room.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be a bit worried. I'd definitely be a bit worried.
The thing at Real Madrid is he'll go, be there for a few seasons, be the star man, even though Benzema's going to win this Ballon d'Or. He'll be the star man. Maybe he'll win a Ballon d'Or or two. You never know. And then, unless Haaland wins it, he's going to be competing with Haaland. And then, what if Haaland wants to come as well to Real Madrid?
Oh, that's just not going to happen.
That's a scary.
Not while Mbappe's there. No, they're too big fucking.
Mbappe's going to probably want to leave again.
They're two big fucking egos, and that's probably gonna be a clause in Mbappe's contract. It's probably like, you're not to sign Haaland. Like, Erling Braut is not coming here. I'm gonna try and sneak in his middle name Braut every episode. So anyway, I think Mbappe. I think, man, what I don't get is Liverpool are willing to break their financial structure to fit in Mohamed Salah's wage bill, but don't want to throw the bus or the shop at Mbappe. Yeah. Like, Mbappe, for your long-term success, give him whatever he needs. Like, in terms of what he was asking for at PSG, bring him because he was linked with Liverpool as well. Liverpool just didn't want to spend the money, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't blame them because you spread that around the squad, and that's what they prefer to do. But then you're throwing everything at Salah anyway. Salah is like what 29, 30 now, and
He's 30, I think maybe 31 now.
No, he's not 31. It's too old. No way. He's way too old. I think they obviously would have opted with
he's 30. Yeah.
Would have opted with sticking with Salah and the three they have now instead of Mbappe because they couldn't have both. There's no way they could have both. They offloaded Mane. If they were to bring in Mbappe, you could definitely see how they would have offloaded Salah as well. But they didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with Mbappe, but he's.
Excuse me. Yeah.
He's being a big baby at the moment, so.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I think I don't know. It's just I think I saw there was some things about him talking to Ferdinand and agent Ferdinand trying to bring in Mbappe. I just see this as just another contract improver. That's all it is. I don't see him coming United at all whatsoever. I don't see him moving, if I'm honest, apart from Real Madrid. But let's see what happens. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Next up, we've got a little segment, something new. We've both gone away during the week and come up with our top 5 Premier League strikers of all time.
Dude, this is so hard. Like when I was putting it together, I was just like, there's obviously some I don't even know. You could chisel this list into rock and just leave it there for years to come, and tough. It won't change. Now, I feel like should we start from 5 and make our way down?
You mean way up?
Down to up to 1. Yeah. Okay. Whatever, man.
Oh yeah.
All right. Who do you got for number 5?
Number 5, I have got the man, the myth, the legend, Didier Drogba.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same. Sort of God. Same. Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, fifth was the hardest spot for me. The other 4.
Hang on. All right. Drogba, but you got to say why. I reckon if we're gonna do this, you got to say what was the moment that sort of solidified their spot, and like in terms of how long they were there for. What do you reckon? Why do you think Drogba's there in a spot on top of everyone else?
I think he is the best big game player ever, or one of, maybe Ronaldo's above him.
Yeah.
One of the best big game strikers. Like if I'm putting together a team for a Champions League final or an FA Cup final or something, then I'm probably picking him over the other guys on the list as well. But
there's some clutch players for me in there for sure. But
is arguably I would argue him against the other guys on this list. If I'm putting that team together,
he was a pivotal team player for sure.
Champions League 2012.
Like you can look at. I'm looking at the rest of my list. And I can see a few there that could probably match him in that respect, but he's definitely been there more than probably. You're right. I completely agree.
It was tough. Well, actually, sorry, I want to say that it wasn't tough for me not to put Kane in because I don't like Tottenham as a Chelsea fan, but he was very close there. It was Drogba or Kane for me there.
Oh shit! So we know that Kane's not in the rest of your 5. Yeah, fair enough. No, it's just with Kane. It's just let's see if he wins anything. Let's see if he does something, because if he doesn't, it's hard. With my list, I think.
Yeah.
Everyone else has. Everyone's won the league on this list. Everyone.
Yes. Yeah.
Literally everyone here has. Kane hasn't.
Yeah.
Kane hasn't done anything in Europe. He hasn't done got nothing. So you can't. You know what? I'm happy. I'm happy with that.
It depends on how you're judging it. You could just look at top goal scorers of all time and go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's my list. But no, you have to take into account how good they are. How did they assist? How did they affect the game? What have they won?
I agree.
You know?
I agree. Their impact on the pitch, and you know what? Now that I'm thinking of it, there's like a few others I could have put in here that I'm just gonna don't look because I want to have a discussion about it and see how you feel about it on the first hand. Because there's just some that the honorary mentions. Let's say we'll say at the end. We'll say at the end. All right. Number 4. Who do you think?
I have the top goal scorer, Alan Shearer.
Are you serious right now? I'm actually tripping because I had him and another individual.
Yeah.
I thought him number 3, but then I switched him and someone else, and I put him to 4. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
I put him to 4 because Shearer is the greatest, is the highest.
Yeah, you can't ignore that. You can't, and by
goal leader.
fair way as well.
By fair way,
what is
but
it, like?
he was like, to be honest, he had probably had the longest tenure in Premier League football, in terms of appearances. So, it was hard. It's hard to put him at 4 but the other 3 I've got are just technically brilliant.
Yeah,
and Shearer but he was just a pocher.
Yeah, he was.
He was just a poacher, and he needs to be in the top 5. He needs to be because
you can't ignore the top goal
on his best day for a Newcastle side. Yeah, I'm sorry. He came from a Blackburn side that won the league, and then he went to Newcastle, and then just became a cult legend there, and not even a cult legend. Sorry, just one of the greatest. You think of when you think of Newcastle, you think of Shearer, and that's why I have him in there.
I feel like our list's gonna end up being fairly similar.
I have a bad
I
feeling.
think
Because now it's not that many to choose from.
No, because if these 3 aren't in your top 3, then there's something seriously wrong.
Yeah, I could see how some people would leave 1 or 2. I actually can see how people would argue this though. But go on.
Yeah.
I know who in.
Yeah, we
honorary
might.
Mentions come in.
These players have to be there. We might have a different order though.
Okay, go.
I reckon.
It has to be
3.
Yeah, go. Just go. We'll go 3, 2. Go 3, 2, 1. Just go 3, 2, 1.
3.
Hang on. Go.
Aguero.
2.
Wayne Rooney.
Are you? It has, and then number 1.
Number 1 is Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry.
That's a really What the?
I tried to be French there, but not quite.
Surely other people have this opinion then. Like if
It's the exact same.
Bro, Henry, Rooney, Shearer. I mean, Aguero. Sorry, because I had Shearer in as 3rd, and then I switched them around. But Henry, Rooney, Shearer, Aguero, Drogba. That's mine. Has to be.
Well, I don't see any other way you could put that. You could probably argue if you switched around. You could argue about 5th, but
I'm so surprised right now. Like when I said, you know how I say I have slow starts to the day. Can you imagine having a slow start to the day and then coming back with a list that's identical? Yeah. I mean, because these lists are just so there's such a subject of of debate, and anyway, let's just see why we've selected. I've put Aguero as number 3 because I think Rooney brought more to the pitch than Aguero. I think Rooney had probably one of the most underrated passes that the league's seen. I don't think people acknowledge him for that. I think the way this guy... You see the way Trent switches the ball? That is what Rooney did every week. He did it every single week, and he would go in there on the inside. He'd go on the inside as when he played as a centre forward, and then would just... Oh man, his attacking threat was just... It was just wild for years. It's like when Rooney was starting, you're like, what's he gonna? Is he gonna assist? Is he gonna score? Is he gonna come back? Is he gonna come in and contribute defensively? Yeah. What is he gonna do? And that's why I have him above Aguero. Aguero was just... It was that final third. You didn't that 18-yard box, bro. I remember my sphincter would tighten up so hard. I'm tying it up so hard when this guy would be advancing on the 18-yard box. And then would just slip in. You're like, oh my god, please, no, please. I can feel it slipping out. Oh no, please, no. And I think,
What about when you hear Balotelli?
I've already told you not to bring that up.
I've already told you not to bring that up. I'm going to bring it up every episode.
Oh, man. It makes me... Anyway, you know what? That's the first time I'm speaking about Aguero like that without even thinking about that. So thanks for bringing that up. But look,
I need to, bring you back to reality real quick.
Aguero is beneath Rooney.
Yeah, he is. I think Wayne Rooney is arguably the best English player of all time.
There's a lot of great English players though, mate.
Yeah. The greatest British, so the whole of United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Best talent, I want to say, is Gareth Bale.
Why Gareth Bale?
Because
right now? When?
No, of all time.
Gareth Bale?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he won how many Champions Leagues?
Yeah.
He's one of the only British players to go to Real Madrid and do what he's done.
Yeah.
Without Ronaldo and Messi, he probably would have got a Ballon d'Or.
That's fucking audacious, bro. That is audacious for what you just said. Oh, man. Michael Owen, Ballon d'Or winner. Come on,
he's
bro.
not better than Rooney.
But
I think Bale's better than Rooney.
I think Michael Owen went to Real Madrid. Did alright.
Yeah.
Not really, but he went to United, scored in a derby.
Yeah.
Liverpool killed it from a young age.
Anyway, yeah, where does Michael Owen come on our top 5 list? Honourable mention?
He's
not
up
even
there.
Close.
He's got to be. I guess he's
maybe top 10.
I guess it's an honourable mention, but I think honourable mentions. So hang on, let's run through the rest of the list.
Yeah,
run through the rest of the list.
Yeah, and Henry just has to be first. Honestly,
yeah,
he's if we're saying the best Premier League players of all time in like any position, he's arguably first still.
Yeah, because he's like the Michael. I feel like he's like the Michael Jordan of the league in terms of his talent. He just at his best, he was the best. Like you could not stop him. You couldn't stop him, bro. His acceleration.
This is coming from a United supporter and a Chelsea supporter as well.
Yeah, I know.
Like
you can't. I don't know. I don't know how else to put that apart from. Yeah, it's just sad. If I'm honest, I wish I could put a United player above him, but I can't. I just can't. I used to think Rooney better than Henry, but Henry. I know. I based what I said on Aguero and Rooney in terms of Rooney bringing more to the table, but I think Henry was top of the assist charts in the season before they won the league. I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but Henry was. He was a pivotal part to that Arsenal Invincible team.
Yeah.
Golden Boot winner. He's won how many league titles? 2?
I want to say
2 league titles. Champions League arguably should have gone through or beaten Barca, but they just did shit that day for some reason.
Yeah.
Actually, they got the red card. Arsenal in that game.
Yeah.
I forgot why.
Jogging my memory here, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so Henry is number 1. I think Henry. I don't even think I need to say much more about that. I think everyone would agree with that.
Yeah.
I think everyone would agree with that, if I'm honest. So,
if you think anything different, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, for sure.
And we'll let you know why you're wrong. Anyway, honourable mentions.
Look, man, honourable mentions, which a lot of people would swap out. I think Aguero, probably. I'd say Dennis Burkett. I think Dennis Burkett was another pivotal part to Arsenal's success back then.
Yeah.
He was just the complete forward. He was just the complete forward. He was just a beast. He was strong. He was just knew what to do with the ball. He knew what was around him. His game awareness was second to none. And yeah, he was just unbelievable. Yeah, he was just unbelievable. Yeah, and
was.
Also, I don't want to say he's the greatest, but every time I think of a complete footballer, played similarly to Burkett. Probably didn't finish as well as him, but the reason why I have him next, Dimitar Berbatov.
Oh, yeah.
I think Berbatov.
Yeah.
He won a lot of Premier League titles with us, but he didn't. I don't think he did enough to enter that top 5, but in terms of ability, I think the top 5 list is always going to be a mixture of ability, achievement, and what they did consistently as well. I think Rooney did things very as consistently as anyone on this planet. Shearer finished every day of the week. Aguero was just on top form all the time. Drogba was just always gonna be that hope Chelsea had to win a game. Always, if Anelka wasn't showing up, if Maluda didn't want to run as hard down the wings, if Essien and Ballack having an off game, or Terry was to drop off, actually Terry was Mr. Reliable too.
Yeah, he was. That spine, the spine was Drogba, Lampard, Terry.
Yeah,
check.
And that's bro. And if you've got a strong spine, you're not. And
you just need to look at the starting 11 we won the Champions League with.
Yeah.
It was Drogba, Ryan Bertrand was playing on the wing, or it was him or Bosingwa.
But Bertrand was a fullback.
One of those. No. But so they were both fullbacks. One of them was playing at fullback. One of them was playing on the wing because we had that many injuries.
Mate, Bertrand and who?
Bosingwa.
Bosingwa.
Say Bosingwa.
Yeah.
We had. Was it? Cole? Ashley Cole was playing.
Fuck, what a
I
player,
believe.
that guy, man.
And then I want to say it was.
Was
it Cahill and David Luiz?
Yes.
Because one of the, I think Terry was injured or suspended.
Terry, I'm not too sure. I don't know.
I just remember it. I need to get it up real quickly because I remember the lineup was ridiculous. Where's it line up?
Let's have a look. So,
alright, so we've got Czech, Bosingwa, David Luiz, Cahill, Ashley Cole, so no Terry. And we've got Mikel and Lampard, Kalou, Mata, Ryan Bertrand playing on the wing, and Drogba.
You're right.
Spot on, mate.
Damn, Juan Mata. Far out, man. Mata at Chelsea was
different, crazy,
special, man.
Him, Oscar, and Hazard together for, I think it was 2013 was ridiculous. It was actually ridiculous. Yeah, you had Torres up front, but
bro, if he could finish, oh my
that would have been crazy.
God, man. Seriously, that team, biggest underachievers ever, I think.
Anyways, so that's our top 5. Yeah. I don't think you can argue with that. I mean, you can, if you think you can, comment, like I said.
No, I definitely see. I see arguments. It's up to interpretation.
I see arguments for 5th, but I don't see how you can change.
I don't see how you can.
The top 4, Henry, Rooney, Aguero, Shearer. I can see how you can maybe switch a few of those positions around, but I think they have to be there. Fifth, you can argue. But for me, it has to be Drogba.
Yeah. I think you can change that. Yeah, I think it's pretty solid that too. Yeah. So next week, or next game week, we've got a bit to cover. What do you reckon? Because there's a few games going on because of the World Cup coming up and Champions League. We've having a break.
2 game weeks to do predictions for.
Okay, so let's do it. Let's start it, mate. Once the fixtures start. Yeah. Okay.
Got it?
Yep, got it. All right, let's go.
All right. So I'll write our predictions down when you say it. Go ahead. What's our first one?
All right.
Game week. What game week is this?
10.
10? Yeah.
10.
All right.
So game week 10, we've got Brentford, Brighton for me. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I've been giving Brentford a little bit too much credit lately.
Same here.
And they just keep losing. So I'm gonna say Brentford home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Brentford are at home.
Brighton 2-0.
I'll get 2-1 Brighton.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-1 Brighton. Friday night game? Yeah, Friday night game there. 6 a.m. here. Oh, shit. Then you got Leicester Palace. That's going to be a tough one, but I think Palace 1-0. What do you think?
Leicester Palace. I think Leicester home.
Yes.
I'm going to say Palace 3-2.
Shit, high scoring game.
Yeah.
Nah.
What did you say?
I said Palace 1-0. Yeah, Palace 1-0. I think. Cool. All right. We don't have to really go into Leicester. They're a wild card at the moment. We don't know what they're gonna do. They're
literally last.
Yeah, but they won last game like comfortably. No, they lost to Bournemouth.
Yeah,
wait,
they lost to
no, it was the week before.
Yeah, but it was like Nottingham or something.
Yeah, you're right. It was Nottingham Forest 4-0.
That's why we thought Leicester was gonna win.
Yeah,
because we're like, they're turning around now.
No, they're not. They're not going to.
Rogers. I don't know how he's still there.
I think that game might be determinant. I don't know yet, man. I thought he was going to go 3 weeks ago. I don't know why the fuck he's still there. Makes no sense to me. Get rid of him, bro. Get rid of him.
Yeah.
Get rid of him. Like I said about Telemon saying soon that stuck with me big time. Like which player basically says it's an escape to play for the international team from my club. From my club. Like, that's fucked,
crazy.
man. That's like, he didn't say that. I'm not direct quoting him, but
yeah,
it's basically what he said.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, next up, we've got Fulham, Bournemouth. Shit. All right, that's a 2-all. That's a 2-all all over it.
That's a 2-all.
Yeah. Because Fulham are slumping a bit, but I think that's just natural. I think they won't finish relegation.
2-all, you reckon?
Yeah.
You don't think Fulham will get relegated?
No.
Where are they on the ladder now?
I just don't think they will. They are 9th. Yeah. I reckon I said it, bro. I said it.
Yeah, all right.
I just don't see it. I think they're decent.
I'm gonna go Fulham 1-0. Less goals.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Next.
Wolves, Northampton. Bro, I'm playing FIFA. I'm playing like League 1 at the moment. And I'm thinking like Northampton.
Who are you using?
Rovers, Salford City.
Oh, yeah.
I've got Ted Lasso, my manager.
I
should have gone Ronaldo, retired Ronaldo, and then gone to Salford.
Yeah.
Annoyed me. What have you done?
I want to take... So I haven't started it yet. I've started a Chelsea one, but that's a bit boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Wrexham from... Because I just started watching that show. They're in the rest of the world, so I'm going to move them to League 2.
Yeah, take out.
Because they don't have the National League.
Fucking random.
Let's take some random.
Do you know what I do, bro? I go on the ladder, go on the table, and whoever's bottom of the table in the League 2.
Yeah.
I get rid
I think I'll take out Grimsby because they just got promoted.
Yeah.
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 What was I going to say? What I used to do was put Melbourne Victory into League 1 or League 2.
So
and start to take them up.
Just letting you know, what you can do in FIFA, sorry, I know this is off topic a bit, but what you can do in FIFA is you can start a career mode, you can get funding from new owners.
Yeah.
But, so I remember in the previous FIFAs, when you didn't spend the budget, it wouldn't like collate into the next season. But this FIFA, I don't know if this happened last FIFA, this FIFA, say you get you get an additional budget of $500 million, like 500 mil.
Mm-hmm.
You spend 100 mil of it. The next season, depending on how well you do, if you get promoted, it doesn't revert back to the original transfer figure. So with me at Salford, it's probably like 3 million. It actually went to, if we're talking about me, I did the buyout because I was like, I can get all these free agents. But I wanted to get a team that I just wanted a different feel to FIFA. Anyway, so if you don't spend the money, essentially, it carries over. So with Wrexham, get the buyout. Don't give yourself too much, though. That's my...
No, I don't like it.
It's my advice.
I don't like it. Those financial takeovers and stuff like that. It makes it boring. Yeah.
But I do appreciate seeing the players develop. But it makes it boring. So that's my...
What I always do is just with those small teams, what I always do is I just get all of the academy players from like Chelsea. Arsenal, I'd go. I think with
they won't want to move to your club.
A few years ago when I did the Melbourne Victory one, I think I got Hudson Odoi, I got Tariq Lamptey, I got just all these young guns.
Yeah.
And then I think I ended up taking them to the Premier League, ended up winning the Champions League, and at that point I had like Messi at 83 rated Messi at 40 years old playing Cam or something like that.
Yeah. I did the same thing. But anyway, so all I'm saying is don't opt for... Get a bit of... inject a bit of funds in there because what you get initially is shit. But don't spend what you don't need to because you'll get it back. Anyway, enough of Wrexham and FIFA because fuck FIFA.
Yeah. So Wolves Forest, was it?
Fulham Bournemouth. Yeah, we've done that.
Yeah.
Wolves Forest. I'm gonna go with a 0-0 draw there.
0-0 draw, you reckon?
I just don't see many fucking wins in this week for some reason.
Nah. Well, when I was watching the Chelsea Wolves game, Diego Costa started for Wolves.
Yeah, he came off.
He didn't do much, but he came off after like an hour.
Yeah.
He's got to get back into it.
He's not fit at all.
No. Anyway. Yeah, he hadn't played for like 6 months.
Yeah, fair enough.
But he could bang in a couple of goals here and there. You never know. But I think
for sure. But I just
I got to back my boy Diego Costa. Say 1-0 Wolves.
Okay.
And Diego Costa scores.
Okay.
Just because I love him. I love it when he came off. So before the game and when he got subbed off, he got subbed off on the other side of the field and did a walk all the way around, and it was at Stamford Bridge as well, and all the fans, Diego.
That's huge, man. Yeah.
Chills.
He's a cult player there. That's for certain. I think. Yeah.
He's the last striker that actually did well.
Gave a shit. Yeah. All right. Next up, we've got Tottenham Everton. I see a result in this. I see a win for Tottenham. I see probably 3-1.
Yeah.
I see Everton. Yeah, I don't know, man. They're a random bag as well. Very random bag.
I think they'll survive this year, but they're not gonna beat Spurs.
No, I don't know about Everton surviving. If I'm honest, I don't know about Everton surviving. I really don't.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 4-2. 3 more goals.
Everton, they're going to drop off. I just feel it.
I'm not confident that one. I'll leave it.
Alright, Villa Blues, your boys, at Villa.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
I think Mason Mount got a rest, so he's going to start and he's going to run riot. I think he'll get his first goal of the season, and we're going to win. We're going to win 2-0.
I think 2-1 Chelsea win.
2-1 Chelsea win?
Yeah. I think 2-1 Chelsea win. I think, just a few.
We haven't, what's it called? I think since Potter has taken over, we've conceded like 2 goals, I want to say.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable what you guys have come up with. Yeah.
Because the first game was rough. The first game was a 1-1. Which is a bit rough, but then I think since then we've won like 3-0, 3-0, 2-0.
You've done very well.
Unless I'm missing something. I might be missing something.
I still reckon maybe 2-1. I said 2-1, yeah. 2-1 for Chelsea. Alright, Leeds Arsenal.
Ooh.
I think upset draw. 2-2.
That's a shout.
I think Leeds, I don't know, I just got this feeling about Leeds. They're just the way Arsenal like to do this tiki-taka, I just see them trying to beat. They're too comfortable in their back half, and then they give it up, and then Leeds just run through them and score.
I reckon Leeds score early because of exactly what you said, and then Arsenal sort of claw it back at the end, and it ends in a 2-2. What'd you say? You said 2-2 as well. Yeah.
2-2. Yeah, 2-2.
Yeah.
All right, United Newcastle. Fuck, I'm worried. I am worried. I'm pressing the buzzer.
Your home game.
I'm worried.
It's a home game.
I don't give a shit what it is, man. It's Newcastle. Eddie Howe's Newcastle. I've got massive respect for him. I think they've... Fuck, man. That Ramirez is killing it. Scored 2 goals last game. You've got Almiron, the silent achiever, doing well as well now. Like, he's starting to pop up, and I think that's what they've missed. Him contributing on the scoreboard, and now he is, and now they're winning games comfortably. So
you still got.
I think we lose to Newcastle. I think we lose to Newcastle
at home.
At home, 1-0. Yeah.
Well, you've got.
I think we struggle. We struggle to score. I think with Ronaldo coming in, and there's a Rashford injury. No, Martial injury.
Martial. I was going to say Martial's injured. Maguire's injured, and McTominay's suspended.
I don't give a fuck about McTominay. Oh, there's a brat.
Although they do, Isaac's still injured, but St. Maximin's back.
I do not care. I don't care about Isaac. I think he's a great player, but it doesn't matter. Newcastle are a great unit. I think they make it work. So I think we lose 1-0.
I'm gonna.
I really hope the boys prove me wrong, but I think we lose 1-0.
I like to see goals, so I'm gonna say 2-2.
Nice. Okay.
I think you get a few goals.
Shit. Here we go. Next one. We got Southampton, West Ham. I think West Ham. 2-0. West Ham 2-0.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
West Ham turning it up a little bit. What's the guy's name? Striker's name?
Skamaka, yeah.
He's scoring a few goals.
Yeah.
I think 3-1 West Ham.
That's a good shout. That's not a bad shout at all. It's not a bad shout at all. I like that result. Fuck, here we go. All right, so the feature game of game week 10, Liverpool and Manchester City. Now,
I think
City, and they fucking spank them.
Yeah,
and they spank them.
They're gonna make Liverpool look like exactly where they're sitting on the table.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I agree. I think
4-0.
4. You know what the funny thing is? I was thinking of something ridiculous. I'm gonna say 4-1, but nah, 4-3. 4-3 City. Yeah.
Ooh, lots of goals.
There's Liverpool are leaking, but they're scoring. They look great when they're attacking, but defensively they're a fucking pain in the ass, like, to watch. So, and City, Haaland being rested as well. Second, see you later, mate.
How many did you score this game?
1. I think 1. Ooh, there's like a Bernardo Silva goal in there.
I love all the memes. It's like, all right, Haaland, your next task is to score a non-tap-in goal. And it's like a picture of someone freaking the fuck out. It doesn't even matter, honestly.
Nah, it doesn't, bro. He's there anyway, and I think he's just that perfect puzzle piece to that City team. All right, so let's just. I just want to have a look at the ins and outs as well.
Yeah.
Sorry. No. Diaz out. Arnold out.
Oh, you know what? Arnold being out might help.
Nah, I still think it's gonna be.
I don't think they're gonna score, but
it'll be cagey. It might be cagey at the start, but I just see City pushing. Fuck, I'm just gonna go for. I'm gonna stick with it. I want to see a good game. I want to see a crazy back and forth. I want to see City 4-3.
I really want to change to like a 3-1 City.
Go for it. Change it.
I don't know.
Think about it. That's what we're here for, mate. Discuss these fixtures.
4-0.
Well, this fixture anyway.
I'm keeping 4-0.
Yeah. Fuck, that's a bad loss for Liverpool as well. If that happens to them, that's a bad loss. If Salah gets nullified, which could happen for sure. And Diaz is out as well, and they don't have the Trent, their Messiah, who whips in the balls.
Yeah, that's where the goals come from.
We'll see. You could be right here.
We'll see.
Because Matip's out.
Yes.
Matip's
out. I believe Matip's out as well. So I think the backline's going to have to be. Is Robertson injured, or is he? No. Tsimikas has just been better than him, I think.
I don't know.
It's probably going to be Tsimikas. Unless
you
Robertson's
reckon?
back.
I don't know.
Tsimikas been playing this season. Robertson hasn't, unless he's been injured.
I think he has been injured.
Anyways, and then Van Dijk, Konate, and Gomez is the back four.
Van Dijk, Konate, and Gomez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that somewhat working, but we'll see.
Because they don't have a backup right back. It's just Gomez moves out there. That is the backup.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah. No, they don't. Bless you. All right, cool. So City.
Now next game week, is it?
Yeah. Let's get through this quick.
Yep.
Let's get through this quick. Now, Brighton Forest. I'm going with Brighton 3-0. Brighton 3-0.
Forest 3-0.
Yeah. What do you reckon?
Brighton Forest.
Just go quick fire.
4-0.
4-0. Brighton.
Yeah,
All right,
4-0
cool.
Brighton.
Yeah, Forest continuing their struggling ways at the moment. I'm surprised we got that completely wrong when it came to.
Yeah.
Fuck. Man, why don't I remember the bloody manager's name? So useless. I should definitely know it.
Forest manager.
Yeah. Tell me you know
Ted
it.
Lasso.
Ted Lasso, no.
I don't know.
Yeah, no. It's alright. It's fine.
I'm lost.
No, I just forgot his name. I always think every time I look at one of these managers, they just look like a Dean Smith to me. Steve Cooper. See, Dean Smith, same thing.
Oh yeah, because he just got his contract.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be a bad decision ultimately. Anyway, so quick fire up. Let's go. Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Palace Wolves. Fuck. Oh man. Palace 2-1. Yeah, Palace 2-1.
Palace 2-1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Palace 1-0.
Okay, nice. Palace 2-1. All right, Bournemouth Southampton. Jesus. I'm gonna go with Bournemouth.
Yeah.
2-1.
I'm gonna go with the first 0-0 of this predictions.
Nice, I like that actually. Yeah, that's a good call. It's a good call. All right, next, Arsenal City postponed. Brentford Chelsea.
Is it postponed? Is it? Arsenal City.
I don't know. There's probably something to do with cup games.
Yeah.
Brentford Chelsea.
Brentford home.
Yeah. I reckon you guys
still
2-0. 3-0. Chelsea 3-0.
I'm gonna say Chelsea 4-1.
4-1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, no.
I will give away a penalty somewhere. Ivan Toney will bury it.
yeah, I say that. All right, Liverpool and West Ham. Fuck. They've got to, if they're going to get smashed against City, they've got to beat West Ham.
If they're going to come back,
they'll beat West Ham. They'll beat West Ham comfortably, I think 4-0.
I would say 3-0.
They'll beat them 4-0.
Yeah. 3-0. Yeah, next.
Newcastle, Everton, Newcastle 3-1.
Newcastle at home are dangerous.
3-1.
I don't know what, something about them at home is just dangerous.
They say St James's Park is like it's very.
What was yours?
3-1.
3-1.
I think.
I'm gonna go 2-0.
I was thinking 2-1, 2-0, 2-0. Sorry, yeah. United Tottenham. Fuck. If we lose to Newcastle, I can't back us losing 2 game weeks in a row. I just can't do it. But I think
I feel like this is a game that you just somehow pull a result out of your ass.
Yeah. I think Son and Kane score though. I think 2-2. I think it's a draw. It's a draw. Yeah.
I think it's 1-1.
Nice. All right, cool. That'll see us out. Then we got Friday. We'll do the Friday games too.
Yeah, might as well.
That game week.
We might record the next podcast before these 2 games play, but we'll do the predictions anyway.
Yeah. All right. Fulham Villa.
Yeah.
1-1.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
1-1. What about you?
I might stick to a 1-0 Fulham.
All right, cool. All right, that's. Let's see what Villa do against Charlie, you boys. See what they do against you boys.
They struggle.
So I reckon. Yeah. Okay. Did I say that? Yeah. 1-1. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I'm sticking. Then Leicester. All right. Leicester Leeds. I think this is. Are you sure it's not game week? Friday's not game week 11.
No, it is game week 11, but that above it, that is game week 11. Because this weekend is game week 10, and then the midweek next week is 11.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because Saturday doesn't... Yeah, anyway, yeah. Saturday, Sunday. Yep, okay. All right, Leicester Leeds. I think that's a draw. That's a 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah, 1-1.
I think it's a 0-0 draw.
No, Leeds scores for me.
They do. They score a lot, but not that game.
All right, cool. All right, well,
that's
sorry about that rushed exit there.
A lot of games. This month.
That felt rushed, but you know what? We got the results out, and I think
a lot of games.
Let's see how it turns out. I think sometimes going with your gut as well is always the best option. Yeah. I think it's like go tell me what it is, tell me what we're going to be doing.
Just don't think about it too hard.
No, because as soon as you start overthinking it, variables might change, and you're like, okay, shit, what do I do from here? So, cool. All right, we'll see what happens there. Big weeks coming. You've got City, Liverpool. We're predicting it to be they're going to run a riot. City. Chelsea should have a good couple of game weeks. Should play decently, and we're going to start looking at the Potter regime completely differently too. Yeah. People are going to start putting some respect on his name for sure.
Yeah. This is the time to show everyone what he's made of.
And you guys could sneak back into the top 4. I mean, comfortably. Like comfortably.
Yeah.
And I think
we're still 4 points behind third.
Huh?
I think we're still 4 points behind Tottenham.
Well, that's the thing. Tottenham could drop points against us.
Yeah.
So,
but then you're on our heels as well. We just can't afford
but I don't see us
stupid slip ups. Like it's like no disrespect, but it's Villa and Brentford.
No,
two teams we should be beating.
You should do it. You should do it. And I think that if Potter does it right, then I think you guys will have it. It's crazy, man. Like every time you change managers, somehow you just flip it around so quickly. It's so fucking annoying. League? I don't know, man. It is so infuriating. How do you guys do it? That's what I've been saying from when we were talking about Abramovich, like what he did for that club. Yeah. It's like it's just instilled in the DNA now. It's it just fucking works somehow. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
I don't even know.
Got confident people around the club.
I don't even know if he would have sacked Tuchel. I don't think he would have.
Maybe no. It seemed like he would do it then too. Yeah. But anyway, so Chelsea should end up in a bit of a better position. Yeah. I think Everton fall into the relegation, close to relegation. And I think the top 4 switches it around a bit. I think you guys will sneak back up into third potentially. Yeah. We Tottenham and United will stay beneath you guys. And then and I think let's see what happens. I think Fulham drop back into the bottom 10, but it's just the way it is with teams coming back up.
It's going to be a long month, this one, with 9 games. You know what it makes it hard for? It makes it hard for FPL. Man. Because for instance, I've got Sterling and Reece James in my team, and they both got rested against Wolves.
Yeah, he just...
Reece James came on right at the end, so I got 1 point for that. But Sterling sat on the bench, so
you don't... Well, you'll get to know Potter and what he wants out of his team and when he expects them to play. Yeah. So we'll see.
But there's going to be a lot of rest going around.
Yeah, that's why I'll opt against.
But I think now a lot of teams are a lot of big teams like Chelsea, City, they're going to have a bit of comfortability in resting players in the Champions League because they're almost pretty much through now, basically.
Yeah.
But so
cool. I think we'll see what happens. Fantasy Premier League. Yeah, that's why I sort of got rid of it because I played every year since year 8 and it was since I was 14, 13.
Is it too late? Is it too late to start a league?
Of course it is. What are you talking about? Unless we all start people at the same time, but it's not gonna happen. We're not gonna do that. It's stupid.
Maybe next season we'll make a league for us and all of the viewers to.
Oh, for sure. No. Like, I just wanted to take this year off just to really watch the football and not worry about the team, the players on my team. Like, and you know,
I found it made me more interested in
forwards
in the other games. You know what I mean? Like, no, like I used to just watch the Chelsea game. Then maybe if there's a big game on like Liverpool, Arsenal, then I'll watch those two. But now, I enjoy watching just every game. I'll watch Newcastle. Like, I got St. Maximin in my team.
It's hard. It's hard to.
It makes me more like. I used to still watch it, but it makes me more invested in it.
I know what you mean. It does. It definitely makes it easier because, like, at the end of the day, you've got the next bunch of games starting. It's 2 a.m. and you're like, "Fuck, I need to sleep." You know, and
it's not good over here, guys.
Yeah, you need it. You know, so it's grim being here, and that's where you've just gotta you gotta have a bit of time to know what's going on. So I know what you mean. So
when you're with your mates, you can brag about who knows ball.
Yeah, exactly right. And
like me and my brother made a league with a handful of other people, and me and him are just killing everyone. Me and him keep switching in first. Like, we're never more than 10 points.
You knew that was gonna happen. You snakes. You hustled those boys, didn't you? Yeah, dog. Anyway, all right, let's wrap it up. I think we've done well today to kind of fit in all that, the 2 game weeks. In terms of predictions, talking about the greatest forwards. Obviously, it's up to debate at the end of the day, but those top 4... If that top 4's changing, then you're fucking nuts.
Exactly.
But I'll give you a bit of playroom in the 5th spot. But, if you think Harry Kane should be in there, just stop watching football. And, don't listen to us. Thanks. Yeah. That's the last thing I should be saying, but
we'll see you guys.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys then, and good luck to GGMU. You know, Glory Man United, and fuck the Chelsea Snakes. Sure.
Balotelli.
Anyway, so I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Sure. Laters.